All right, Matt family. Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about the Joker trailer. 6 months ago, I talked about the first look image, and I was a bit mixed. I wasn't all that thrilled or interested, and I was hoping we would see a little bit more, maybe a final form, and this was getting close to it. The trailer that dropped yesterday, it won me over completely. Each individual scene looks amazing, from the atmosphere to the care to how they even brought it together for the trailer alone. I would be shocked if this isn't an instant classic. This looks like some of DC's best as far as the movies go. It's just incredible, and there's so many little things I think it's easy to miss in a trailer. My power just went out for a second there. That was weird, but I don't know if you guys saw that, but literally the whole power went out. I have stuff connected to a surge protector, so if it goes out for like just a second or a moment, everything stays all good, hopefully. But anyhow, there's so many little things that you can miss in the trailer that I just think is so amazing. Like early on, you see, I think it's really early on, you get a look at the atmosphere, trash on the ground, but this right here is what blows my mind. I love this. Beginning of the trailer, we see the Arthur, I believe is the name of the Joker in this movie, and he's ascending a set of stairs. He's going up the set of stairs, which usually symbolically means, you know, when you go up, you rise up. When you go up the rungs of a ladder, I mean, it's a good thing. It's usually seen as a good thing. But he is going up, and I fucking love this. And there's no way this is done on accident. This is purposefully symbolic to this character's story. He is sad, miserable. His shoulders are hunched over, and he is traveling up this set of stairs, which, again, usually means something positive, going up, success, yada, yada, yada. And then at the end of the trailer, when it seems like he has completed his final form, we'll call it, we see that same set of stairs, and it looks like he's actually dancing, going down that set of stairs. And again, just the reverse of that symbolism won me over. And I didn't even catch it the first time. But the first time I caught it, I was like, they seem to be filming in the similar location. So I think this is going to be a really tight origin story, not just all over the place. I caught the set of stairs the first time, but it was on the second viewing when I noticed he's sad as shit going up, his normal, regular life, not feeling fulfilled. And then when he's coming down, which again is usually seen symbolically as coming down, something negative, falling, yada, 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 he is dancing and thrilled, and he's in his final form as the Joker. And it's just like, yo, that is incredible. I love that. Again, I don't want to try to read too much into the trailer, but because you need to see the whole movie. We're taking, 2 minutes of a trailer and trying to guess the symbolism and guess the story and the plot and all that. I've avoided leaks. I've avoided all that stuff because I don't want it ruined ahead of time. I definitely want to go into this, especially now after this trailer, not knowing a lot of leaks and stuff like that. So that way it is fresh. For me, that's the best. Spoilers and knowing what's coming up ahead of time ruins the impact for me. Anyway, so again, I don't want to read too much into the trailer, but having him come down in his final form, happy, dancing as a Joker, it's like, in a way, they were symbolically going for this. His downfall into madness as the Joker was the same as if it would be like a regular person's rise in their life or career, getting married, having kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like the reverse symbolism, but it works for the Joker. Going down in this descent of madness fits the Joker, and he's now found his place in the world, and he's happy, and I just love that shit. That one little bit of symbolism, I'm like, yo, this movie's gonna be good. There's another part, subtle, but again, I don't think they did this on accident, but if you look at his makeup, it's not just a complete smile. It's real subtle, but you have the shape here that is the usual clown smile, right? And then this one doesn't quite go up the same way. It kind of goes sideways, as if it's like a smile and kind of a look of resting face, right? And then at the end, you get this smirk, but he doesn't smile completely. It's on the side that's the resting face. And again, it's these little details, and I know a lot of people, when we try to go in deep with any movie or show or this, that, and a third, it's easy to write it off and be like, oh, those are just coincidences. But you don't understand. A lot of times some things are just coincidence. I remember this behind the scenes where someone was talking about this number behind a guy, and fans made it out to be like, oh, what's that number mean? And they were like, well, that was just there in the building when we were filming. You know what I mean? That happens so much, but there is a lot that purposefully goes into movie making, especially when there's a lot of passion there and when people are interested in bearing symbolism in the imagery. I think it's definitely possible that this scene right here is crafted to the minute detail purposefully, with that side of his face and how it's painted, and the fact that he only smirks on that side that isn't naturally drawn into a clown form. Again, I don't want to read too much into the actual trailer, but I'm sure once the movie is released, you can dive in deep with a lot of this stuff. So much of this with the atmosphere. Again, I can't play too much because it'll most likely get struck down. But again, that ascending the steps, look at him. His shoulders are down. He's just sad as hell. He has this really unusual relationship with his mother. The one thing that is a drag for me is I love this image coming up where it looks like he tries to cheer up a young Bruce Wayne after his parents are murdered. That part I don't like. I love the idea if Joaquin Phoenix was younger. If he was in his 20s and this was playing out, maybe he's supposed to be younger, but I can't help but feel like he looks 45. Maybe they're going to make him in his late 20s and he just looks, older because he doesn't take care of himself. I don't know.
I had a purpose.
He is a stand-up comedian. He's writing jokes here. My face is in the way, but if I move this, you can see jokes on the notepad. I love the fact that it's jokes. You move the S and add an R, and you got the title of the show in there subtly. He might even scribble that out in the movie. You never know. It might be too cheesy, so maybe they don't. Maybe it's just a simple fact that it says jokes, and it's so close to Joker is what they were going for. But he says the worst part about having a mental illness is people expect you to behave as if you don't, and that's supposed to be in his set of jokes there that he would perform on stage. And this is great. I love this little moment here. His little dance, the way he's performing, the way he's this character, fits fucking perfect. But then you got this part. Look at that face. Yo, look at that fucking face. He actually does look creepy as shit there. Look at that. Imagine this guy saying everything must go. Look at that face, man. So this is what I believe the beginning of his bad day. We see his playfulness. He's doing his sign. And this is the start to his super bad day. The one bad day that just has him snap. I don't know if he got kicked in the nuts there, but it looks like he probably did. For a moment, I thought maybe he was strangling a cat. They added balloon, like the balloon plastic effects here.
Or is it getting crazier out there?
But I thought, how messed up would that be if he's strangling someone's like animal or something? Look at him. This is telling because in the rest of the trailer, he is by himself. And he's watching the news. He's dancing by himself. We'll see that in a second. But again, here's his unhealthy relationship with his mother. His mother looks a little bit older here. So they might do something where they show his life and maybe a few years pass. There's clever ways of filmmaking where they can showcase that. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's the fact that she had her hair wet and it looked darker and not so gray and straggly. But she looked a little older. Obviously, his mother's going to either die or suffer some type of mental breakdown or mental illness where she has to get locked up. We do see the Arkham, she's got a relationship, Arkham State Hospital. There could be a separate wing that's the Arkham Asylum. This could turn into the Arkham Asylum. Again, I'm not sticking with anything from that's been done before. We're sticking with anything is possible when you make these movies. I think having to stick with something that's already been done is a flawed way to go into it. Anything should be open for a remix or to be redone.
What?
Just laugh. This right here, yo. And again, this is him after he got beat up and his sign got taken away. Maybe he even lost his job over it. And he found something funny out of that misery, but then like bad shit comes again for him. And this, I would imagine, is the same night. Maybe even more bad shit happens where he couldn't get to his mother in time. Maybe, and again, I'm spitballing, but maybe his mother is sick and not mentally, or maybe she's mentally sick, but he has to be home at a certain time. You see how he's got a little bit of blood on his chin here. And maybe he doesn't, because of this bad day, he doesn't get home to his mother in time, who ends up dying because of it. Again, maybe because of the mental illness, maybe because of she's actually sick, needs a certain medicine. He's running from something, so that's the only thing I can guess. And then he's in this type of bathroom dancing, and this is what I assume the final breakdown or the end of his very bad day. Love how this was put together with the music and everything. Look at that. At first I thought it was in a police station, and I was like, okay, this is the beginning of the Joker, but it looks like just a bathroom with one of those long, dirty-ass mirrors. What is that? The Wayne Hall Master... Is that what that says? Wayne Hall, I think it says.
What kind of coward would do something that cold-blooded?
So I don't know if he's going to be responsible. He's dancing with his gun there. I don't know if he's going to be responsible for Bruce Wayne's parents being murdered, but... And then the clowns here, I don't know if he shapes this revolution with clowns. Again, I'm not looking at leaks, just the trailer. And I don't mind picking the trailer apart. And I can't play the trailer full because we'll probably get copyright or copyright claimed or copyright striked as it is. So I'm trying my best to at least break it up some. And then here's the part where I think it's Bruce Wayne. He's trying to cheer up. It could be the bars from a cemetery where they went to bury his parents. He's holding flowers. Are those the same flowers that the Joker had? Maybe. He's on stage. He is a stand-up comedian. The back there says Pogo's. This is the same area he was at. And it did look like his hair was a little different. Maybe there is a time skip where he used to go and laugh at comedians there and try to learn the art. And then he finally gets a chance to go perform. And maybe it fails. I don't know. Maybe it does really good. And then here's him dancing again. Again, that is important because we saw him dance with his mother. And now his mother is absent when he's dancing. So this could be him trying to tap into those memories, those fond memories of his mother who he really loves. He has this really weird relationship with, but she's gone. That's probably similar to when he got his stuff stolen from him and got fired. I don't know. And this looks like it's behind the scenes at some type of Gotham TV show. Like Jay Leno or The Tonight Show, something like that. You get Robert De Niro doing a little dance, and behind him is this curtain where it looks like they're going to announce someone, and it's the same curtain here, and the Joker does this little dance coming out on stage. And again, here's the clown mob. And he looks like he's in Arkham State Hospital, and it looks like he has files. So maybe he stole files on his mother, and that's when he found out something. Maybe it has to do with the Wayne family. Maybe the father, is it Thomas Wayne is the father? Maybe it was him who, I don't know, his Joker's mother worked for him in some factory, and he cut her insurance, and because the factory had chemicals, maybe it's what caused her mental breakdown. Again, really reaching here because I have any idea. But it looks like they're trying to connect the characters. And it looks really similar to Taxi Driver, for example, with Robert De Niro. He was in that too. And he was watching politicians on screen. Same thing, getting ready with weapons, getting really obsessed, having this breakdown. So it could have some inspiration from Taxi Driver. And here's the Joker dyeing his hair, and then this epic hall shot. I want to see these flowers. Those might be the same flowers. But I don't get that, though, because he wasn't in makeup when he saw young Bruce. And then who would he be visiting in this? It doesn't look like a fancy hallway. Maybe he's leaving his apartment, heading somewhere. But yeah, that would make sense. He's leaving his apartment, heading somewhere. gave the flowers to somebody or did something with him or put him on his mother's grave, who knows, and then he's dancing. A part of me was worried this is the end. Imagine if they do a really tight origin story where we show the Joker before as Arthur. I think his name's like Arthur Schleck or something, Scheck in this. Yeah, Arthur Scheck, something like that. Again, I have not looked into much. I really want to go in only watching this trailer. I'll probably skip the future trailers, but a part of me was worried that the beginning of the movie would have him rising on these steps, sad and depressed and, lost in this world. And the end of the movie would be him beginning to become the Joker. It would show that transformation. But before he could go out and become the famous villain Joker, it ends with him happy and heading out down the steps, dancing like this. And this is how the movie ends. A part of me's worried that's how they're going to go because it looks like it might fit. And this wouldn't be the first time Hollywood put an ending in their trailer. You know what I mean? Because the ending doesn't clearly look like an ending. So this wouldn't be the first time they did that shit. But I was worried that would be the ending.
You
Fucking love this trailer. Oh my God, love that trailer. Holy shit, I am so excited for this movie. I cannot wait. October? Yo, this looks good. I will be shocked if this is not an instant classic. They did right by this. This is what they need to focus on. Take these characters that they got, bring in some good writers, even make it different. I was kind of assuming this would just be the same old kind of, generic, comic book movie, and fine, all right, make it the best you can, but this looks like it has something fresh, some fresh life breathed into it. I'm real excited for this. But you guys let me know what you think about this trailer. I'm going to see it, and I'll definitely talk about it on the stream. I know a lot, not on the stream, but on the channel here. I know a lot of people have asked if I'm going to talk about Endgame, and I did really enjoy Avengers Infinity War, so we'll check out Endgame. And when I get to see it in April, actually coming up in a few weeks, I'll definitely talk about my thoughts and opinions about Endgame, because I liked Infinity War. And for those who missed it, we put our posters on the website. I want to give a shout out to DoomsdayKingdom.com. We're ramping up for issue 4 to be released digitally this month. We have the 2 posters. Let me put it right side up. The feeding post, and then the memories. It's on the website, doomsdaykingdom.com. If you're interested, these are ready to ship now. So if you go to the website, you order a signed poster, and they ship in 24 hours. They process 24 hours. You'll actually get your shipping notification probably 48 hours. It's just the way it's set up. But definitely go and order a poster if you're interested. Later tonight, I'm actually shipping off another 10 orders of those posters. So we have about 30 in stock, or maybe 25 now in stock. But doomsdaykingdom.com. I just want to throw that out there for anyone who missed the single update video. But thoughts and opinions about the Joker trailer and everything else coming up with Endgame and Days Gone, the video game. What else we got? Game of Thrones. Thoughts, opinions, suggestions, you name it. Put those opinions down in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.